Kia ora, Bronson Perez, welcome to the Chrysalis. Tonight we're going to talk about the one thing that your business needs, otherwise it's going to die. Now, this is presuming that you have sales. If you don't have sales, your business is going to die, but let's presume that you've got sales. Let's presume that you have customers, let's presume that you have clients, let's presume that all is well. But there's something that your business needs, and if you don't have it, your business is going to die. You know what it is? That pains me to admit this. But here's what your business needs: an accountant. Now, I know that sounds painfully obvious, and a lot of people will be like, you idiot, why are you saying that for? But in my experience, and telling stories about business, talking to people about business, there are so many people that just refuse to engage with an accountant. I know, because I was one of them. When I started my contracting business about, when was it now, 2012, I started my contracting business. Oh, gonna turn the fan down. Right? Now, a good friend of mine said, Bronson, I know business is going well for you, but the number one thing you need is a good accountant. I didn't follow his directions. I was too afraid. I'll say it right now. I thought I could do it all myself, but what it really was is that I was too scared. I didn't believe that I could be able to afford one. In other words, I started my business from a position of inferiority. Instead of having the proper entrepreneurial mindset of I will find a way to afford it, I will structure my costs so that I can afford this service, I just automatically put it out of my mind. I put it in the too hard basket. Now, hold up. Just got to do something. Wait. Okay, a little bit of extra light. Now, and I made that dreadful mistake. I thought, I can do this all myself. So I registered for GST. Yeah, you know, if anyone who doesn't like doing paperwork has done a GST return before, you will know that they are horrible. GST returns are horrible, horrible, horrible. And my business suffered as a result of my efforts being divided. On one hand, I was trying to build a business, do the sales, do the marketing, and I had to do the accounting on the side. Guys, if I could do it all again, I would just say, stuff it. Just truly stuff it. I would just bite the bullet. I would have called up an accountant and a bookkeeper and just said, how much do you charge? Right? I would have just paid the money, and then I would have made sure that I made enough money to pay the bookkeeper. Then I would have paid enough money to pay the account. I would have made enough money to pay the accountant. I could have saved so much time. I could have saved so much money. And as a result, because I just I put it in the too hard basket, I have fallen so far behind in my tax obligations to the government. There's 4 monthly GST returns that need to be filed. There's 4 or 5 income tax returns that need to be filed, and I was given until today to engage with a lawyer, with an accountant, with a tax agent, and I did that. But by the time I had finished all that, I couldn't actually call the ID, so they're probably going to call me tomorrow and say, hey, you didn't do what you meant to do. And it's like, oh, shut up, I did. Right? But I've got the paperwork to prove it. That's the thing. I've got the paperwork to prove that I did engage with a tax agent. And I tell you, man, knowing that I am finally taking the steps necessary to engage with an accountant and to honor my obligations to our government, it's a massive burden lifted off my shoulders, man. So, for those of you out there that are wanting to get into business but you don't know how to do the taxes, I know that the majority of people that hear this are just going to ignore me, but I'm going to tell you right now, get a damn accountant. A good one. There's plenty of them. As long as there's money, there'll always be accountants. If you don't know how to find a good accountant, do what I did. Call a business friend and say, hey man, you know any good accountants? It's easy, man. Just ask the people that you know that are in business to recommend you a good accountant. Ask your friends, hey, kia ora to whoever's watching, get an accountant, man. Let them do all the taxes. The one that I'm engaging with, he normally charges about 1,500 for 1,500 New Zealand dollars for end of year tax returns, and I forget what he charges for GST, but you gotta get an accountant, guys. This is not a sales pitch. I have no affiliate links. I'm just telling you this one truth. If you do not have an accountant in your business is gonna die. So if you don't have one, you gotta get one. It's really that simple. The only people that can afford to do business without accountants are accountants themselves. So even that contradicts, right? They will help you find ways to save money. They will do all of that crazy bullcrap paperwork, tax return stuff that most non-entrepreneurs and probably entrepreneurs too. I can't speak for them though because I'm an entrepreneur. The stuff we hate. I'm an ideas guy. You give me an idea, I work with you, I turn it into a business. I can do that in less than a month, providing that we do it quick enough. Yeah, I can turn an idea into a business in less than a month, but I can't do all that tax crap. So that's why when you do your business planning, I must implore you. I can't say it enough. Get a damn accountant. Get one. You need to get one, and find one that specializes in small to medium businesses. Find one that specializes in taxation, and as your business grows, either find someone else that does it, or make sure that the accountant that you work with also specializes in PAYE as well. PAYE is so important in New Zealand. PAYE is pay as you earn, right? So that way they can figure out all the taxes for your workers, and all is well, right? So that's my simple message, man. And this last minute or two of the broadcast is for those of you that are in the multi-level marketing circuit. I've been to quite a few multi-level marketing presentations in my time, and I say this as a registered Amway IBO. But there are too many people out there that are talking about the benefits of business, especially in the multi-level marketing circuit, right? And they're saying, oh man, you can claim this, you can claim that. And then, you can claim, everything that we're doing in this business, you can claim as an expense. It's okay. You can claim it as an expense. But then when you ask them for specific advice, they're, oh, no, go see an accountant. That's just a hook to try and get people into business. And, and I fell for that hook. I thought to myself, it's an expense. It's all right. It's an expense. It's all right. It's only an expense if your accountant says that it's an expense. Which is another reason why you need an accountant, so that you have someone that is qualified and authorized to tell you what is an expense and what is not. Otherwise, you'll do what I did and try and make everything an expense. And that's probably not going to work, okay? So if you're in the network marketing circuit, right, and especially if you don't have an accountant, stop telling your prospects that you can make everything a business expense. You're not a qualified accountant, so you don't know, right? And unless you are going to help the people in your downline, to get an accountant, you might even refer them to your accountant, then there's no point in you saying stuff like that, man. You're just talking through a hole in your head. All right. One last thing too. If anyone knows of an accountant that can help people in the cryptocurrency scene, holler at me, let me know, because there's a lot of us crypto enthusiasts. We want to do our bit for the tax man, but we don't know how. So if you know anybody, especially on dealing with New Zealand related cryptocurrency taxation issues, please comments below, let me know, because I can help whoever that is find some work. Alright, anyways, that's it for tonight. Have a great night, guys. Bye bye.